25, and with 6 seconds to go in the quarter.
Full start. Offense number 16. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Kaylee, what you got?
Guys, all the Jets' offensive struggles have kept Garrett Wilson up at night. You know, they held a players-only meeting ahead of last Sunday's game, and even though they didn't play like it, Wilson told me they feel like they are going about the process correctly to address their problems. He said there's no magic thing anyone can say. We've given the world every reason to lose faith in us. Now he says, we just want to prove to ourselves that we are who we believe we are.
All right, that's 1 quarter in the books. Running clock there, 3-0 Miami. Back after this. Everybody had a great Turkey Day, sitting back and enjoying this one. It's 3rd and 15 for the Jets from the 20-yard line. Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung with you on this Black Friday. 4-man rush, a little dump off here, and nothing happening. Jerome Baker is right there to take down Breece Hall. So right now you have 102 total yards for the Jets, or for the Dolphins, and 22 for the Jets.
Yeah, and they keep hurting themselves. You know, they had the fumble by Breece Hall. Brownlee, the rookie free agent receiver, with a false start, gets them more behind the sticks at 3rd and 15, and puts that much more pressure on that offensive line.
So Morstead already his 3rd punt. This one's a beauty, fielded by Berrios at the 22. And a nice 18-yard run back up to the 40-yard line. He goes after a 60-yard boot. 40 seconds into the 2nd quarter. We check in with Kaylee. Drive starts at the 40. And looking for space on the inside, picking up 4 or 5. It's Mostert. Of course, you know, when you think about the iconic Jet, it's Joe Namath. He was in Super Bowl III.
Yep. Called his shot, won the game. Curtis Martin, such a physical and consistent back for the Jets.
Namath, of course, is honored. Joe Klecko is also one of the Jets in the Hall of Fame. The Jets have had a lot of players who are in the Hall of Fame, but most of them spent their careers with other teams.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead, go ahead. Alert fire, alert fire.
2nd and 6. Mostert swings on the outside, but gets corralled at the line of scrimmage. Taken down there. Will McDonald is there. Also C.J. Mosley. 3rd down and 5.
Another player that's known for his ability to rush the quarterback. Watch the rookie here, the 1st-round pick, Will McDonald, get off this block, goes down, and then he doesn't give up. He's prone on the ground to make that play. That really embodies what this Jets defense is all about, how they play as a group, and how hard they play. It's really the culture that they've created here.
3rd and 5. Flag. Could be a free play, and it's a pickup of 16 to Waddle to the 44-yard line. And John Hussey will make it official.
Offside. Defense number 95. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 1st down.
Quinton Williams gained 11 on that play. 1st down at the 44.
If you're a Miami fan, the best thing you saw there is not just the free play and the conversion, but the protection. Usually this ball gets out in a hurry. In fact, Tua gets it out faster than anybody. 2.31 seconds an average on his dropbacks. That time he had to hold on to that ball and had the time to do it.
Little fake toss, rolling left, throwing, and juggled and incomplete. Intended for Tyreek Hill there. You mentioned that how quickly Tua's getting rid of the ball, but almost every quarterback. Now that's why the defensive linemen, the guys who live on sacks and make their money on sacks, are so frustrated now.
Yeah, I mean, every week we're able to talk to these guys, and they do get frustrated because you're seeing more and more offensive staffs trying to get to this point. I don't know if anybody's as good. San Francisco with Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan, obviously similar scheme. But Tua, because he's just so efficient and he has such great footwork, gets it out quicker than anybody.
Through the middle, inside the 40-yard line, goes Mostert. Jermaine Johnson making the tackle. Too bad we don't get a chance today to see Devon Achane, that rookie who's got tremendous speed. He's been hurt, played 3 snaps last week, but inactive today.
Yeah, he's as fast as anybody they have, and they have 4 or 5 guys that can run with anybody in the league. Put them all together on one offense. It's tough to stop. And then the scheme as well, with all the pre-snap movement and the way they attack in different ways.
They could be the 4x100 relay team in Paris next summer. Pass over the middle. That's hauled in at the 32-yard line by Jeff Wilson. Quincy Williams makes that tackle with 11.5 to go in the first half. First down.
Again, Tyreek Hill moving. Watch how it affects the defense and how the safeties react to his movement, and then we're going to go the other way. So sometimes you create matchups favorably by creating space, by movement, to get the ball to 10. And then other times, in a critical moment, you move him to catch the eyes of the defense, and then you find other matchups to your advantage.
To the 30. Of course, you see a lot of motion, a lot of shifting. The Dolphins this year, on 87% of their plays, that's 7 out of 8, have used shift or motion.
And a lot of people might say, okay, why are they doing that? And they do it for a number of different reasons, to create space. And I've talked to some of the Jets defenders on the field before the game. They say it affects our eyes, it affects our rules. When you see a movement, it's not just he's randomly going in motion. Tyreek Hill is going in full speed motion when he moves, and it makes you have to adjust and communicate, and they're trying to create matchups.
2nd and 7. Little razzle dazzle here. And they got Mostert coming from the outside, coming back in, taking the ball to the 26-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down. You know, it's funny, you look at, again, McDaniel and all on those staffs with both Shanahan's, with Kyle, with Sean McVay in Washington and all that. So all these guys, kind of come out of the same breed.
That same tree. Everybody kind of has their own finesse and their own touch on how they do it and the pieces they have to work with. And this offense is about speed and execution.
3rd and 6.
You're going to call timeout here.
Yeah. Play clock all the way down to 1.
Second.
So
charge
McDaniel.
timeout, Miami. This will be a
take a look at. Let's see what
timeout.
McDaniel's wearing today. Give me a full body shot if you can, Pierre. I mean, here he is now. You know, he it's like he wears everything but +4s on the sideline.
That is, look at that. He's got his shoe game going. Like, this is not your typical head coach attire. No. Bill Belichick's not going to come out in that anytime soon.
And he's got the shirt coming out. He's got the whole thing. I mean, not a fashion plate, but
well, I mean, the off-white Nikes are pretty strong play by him.
Very. And he's got the watch. He's got the the glasses. Not your typically dressed coach. Not your typical coach. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, can you think of somebody comparable?
No.
Yeah. He is a different cat, but very authentic. Very smart. 3rd down and 6. Tua buys time, throws into traffic. That's Waddle. Makes the catch and gets taken down inside the 10-yard line by Mosley. Little danger in that throw, but it works for 20 yards and a 1st down off a 3rd down play.
Well, here's Waddle going to work to the outside, and Tua, again, trusts his accuracy and his decision-making. Good job of stepping up, and it's really about this defender. He's occupied by that underneath route by Tyreek Hill, so he had enough separation there to be able to take a shot, put it out there, and let Waddle bring it in.
1st and goal, taking it to the 7-yard line, trudging ahead. Mostert, who's already carried 8 times today, but for only 15 yards.
They lead the entire league in efficiency down in this red zone area. It's because they can run the football, and you have a quarterback that's good at making quick decisions, converting 73% of the time for touchdowns.
They're 1st in points, 1st in total offense. They're First and rushing. The pass here. Here's Hill. Escapes the tackle. Into the end zone he goes for the game's first touchdown. Got away from Jordan Whitehead. Tosses the ball into the stands. And the Dolphins an extra point away from a 10-0 lead.
Whitehead's a good player, but I love how they move Hill around. He's a lot of times motioning out of there, but you got a safety on a running back. And that running back in this case happens to be the most electrifying player in Tyreek Hill. They move him into the backfield and get that matchup against the safety Whitehead.
Ooh, you know, he got married during the bye week. Sanders for the extra point. I hope that's his wife he tossed it to. We'll find out. We're on the case. Kaylee, find out. 8:21 to go to the half. 10-0 Miami. Her brother Kenny, longtime safety in the league, mainly with New Orleans. So Tyreek knew exactly where she was. She's in the first row in the end zone. Little souvenir after getting married during the bye week, and the Jets to take over at the 25. Yep. And we've got some, some wedding photos. She said she was shocked when he posed the question, but there it was. Blows a kiss. What's better than that? There's your football. And a 10-0 lead. She's hoping maybe she can get another ball or two for the other fans that are up there with her. I wouldn't. She might get another. It may happen. Meanwhile, the Jets trying to get something going. Boyle 4 of 6, but for only 16 yards in the air. And look, with some space on the ground and getting around the corner and picking up the first down. That gets the crowd into it a little bit. Breece Hall picking up 11. Well, this is what they want to see from Breece Hall. You know, he's got that home run ability, but this is the physicality that they want to see. It's a good block by 16. He occupies the safety right there. Now he can bounce it and use that stiff arm right there to get around the corner. So he's been running a lot of times as a slasher, as a young back. And I think as he continues to grow and shows what he can do. Remember, he's 220 pounds. He's got to be able to run with some power, and that time he did. Now Dalvin Cook, 6 years with the Vikings, about 1,000 yards. Ball is tipped in the air and incomplete. Tipped that time by Jalen Phillips. We're talking about him all season. Number 15, third-year guy. Played his college football at Miami with a play right there, second down. He goes after an inexperienced quarterback and disguising it. Vic Fangio, this is what he can do with his outside linebackers because they drop and other times they bring pressure. He's lined up here, and at the snap of the ball, he comes down. Boyle doesn't see that because of the movement after the snap. Catches him by surprise, almost cost him an interception. 2nd and 10. Ball back in. To the outside goes the pass. Hall takes it out to the 43-yard line where Jerome Baker makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 3. When they throw the ball, they're having to get the ball out in a hurry. If you've been watching the Jets, you know, Zach Wilson, sacks has been a problem all year because he holds on to the ball too much. And this offensive line, you touched on it earlier. You got some young players and some inexperienced players up there against a very qualified defensive front.
Hey, Tally Bong Jerry! Tally Bong Jerry! Turbo's out!
Boyle, look out. Sacked. 36 ball is out, but he was down. Play is over. Christian Wilkins was there for the sack. So once again, a quick out, even though they did pick up one first down. Now he looks left. He wants to go to the quick out to Brownlee, but Jalen Ramsey takes that away, and he just didn't have a response or an answer to it. By the time he looks left and decides, okay, I wanted the rookie, he's not there. There's that offensive line concern again up front against big Christian Wilkins. Morstead having gotten a lot of exercise. 4th punt of the half, fielded at the 11-yard line. Berrios brings it back out to the 18. 6:09 remaining in the opening half. I think that carried over into Alabama, and I think now you're seeing him really grow up and become his own person.
I noticed that when you asked me the first question on the Zoom. I heard him answer, and the way he looked, and I just said, wow, this is such a different guy from who he was, not just early years Alabama. I'm talking about his rookie year at Miami. I think he's just grown up.
Yeah, there's no question. He talked about the Samoan family values and all. There's the family. Mom and dad are on the left. His dad wanted him to go to Alabama.
Yeah.
He wanted to go. Tua wanted to go to USC, but it's honor thy father.
That's right.
And that's how he wound up with Saban.
I'll never forget, I asked him, how'd you end up here at Alabama? He said, my dad told me I was going to Alabama.
Ever beat Hawaii to Tuscaloosa. It's a nonstop flight. Pass is caught up at the 36-yard line. Jalen Waddle hauls it in.
And this is the timing that I find fascinating. Mike McDaniel telling us that the amount of reps that they put in. Watch when he hits his last drop in the drop. He hits that step, ball's out. He anticipates and throws the ball better on time than any quarterback that I've seen this year. And it has everything to do with how his footwork is tied into the depth of the route. And Mike McDaniel told us, he said, you know, a receiver at the top of his route separates more right as he breaks than at any time. And that's where they want the football thrown.
Toss here. Wilson. So since McDaniel got there last year, you go back to his first two seasons, 13, not bad. I mean, a rating 88, fairly good. But look at it since then, 15-8, huge TD interception ratio, 105.8, 105.7 pass rating.
And again, I think that's a credit to him and his growth, and I think it's also him fitting into Mike McDaniel's scheme and going back to that anticipation, his footwork, getting the ball out early, and having all these great receivers to throw the football to.
76. Tua backing up, he's going to get sacked. Back at the 30-yard line, held on. Solomon Thomas and Michael Clemens are both there in a vice. Third down after the sack.
The Jets showed man and then they dropped to zone, and I think they confused Tua. They didn't have an answer to his left. Watch him work to his left initially, and we talked about his footwork. Usually the ball's out now, but you see the linebacker C.J. Mosley dropping to take it away. I think that scared him off of it, and there's the speed up front. Thomas is able to clean it up at the end.
So 3rd and 15. Jets with 3 linemen, the hands on the ground. They send 4. Little flip here, and out to the 39-yard line goes Wilson. So they'll force a punt. Sauce Gardner making the tackle.
Well, this is the kind of game that I think the Jets thought they could have, is getting Miami behind the sticks. Miami typically dictates things. They throw on their terms, but with that sack on 2nd down, they were able to set up a very favorable 3rd and get off the field.
Jake Bailey to punt. Xavier Gibson is back. So Bailey's first punt of the afternoon. Short, wobbly kick with backspin. Flag is thrown. That takes a good bounce. The ball is loose. The ball is scrambled around for it, but see the flag here. Meanwhile, you got Bailey down on the ground, so he's trying to sell it if nothing else, and there is a flag back there as well. Irvin Charles came in, number 19. So it was 4th and 9. And so going over the options here with McDaniel.
Running into the kicker, receiving team number 19. That penalty is a 5-yard foul. Miami has elected to decline that penalty and take the result of the play.
Yeah, that was interesting, because had it been 4th and 4 or something, it would have been a first down.
That's right.
4th and 9, you only get 5, so it's still going to be 4th and 4.
And they continue to make this Jets offense work the long field. Remember, what was the Jets' plan? They wanted to win with defense, special teams, try to get a turnover, try to get that short field. Instead, the entire first half, they've been deep inside their own territory, making it tougher and tougher for Boyle and this offensive line to get anything going.
Yeah, well, the Jets have run 15 plays for 33 total yards.
A lot of Jets fans thought anybody but Zach Wilson, it got to be that way. And they're seeing that maybe it wasn't just all on Zach Wilson. You know, right now it's an offensive line and an inexperienced quarterbacks, both of them, makes it tough.
Yeah.
And mistakes like this.
Sure. Almost on cue.
Full start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, I was going to say that Xavier Newman, and he was with Tennessee until I think around October 2nd. They released him. The Jets pick him up October 5th, and now here he is starting against Miami Dolphins on Black Friday. I mean, he's the right guard. I mean, so again, it's easy to point the finger at Nathaniel Hackett. It's easy to point the finger at Zach Wilson. But when you have a depleted offensive line, it's hard on anybody.
So now 1st and 15. That pass is caught. Nice gain here, 30-yard line. That's Jason Brownlee, the rookie out of Southern Mississippi. And we tick down to the 2-minute warning. The next play upcoming will be a 2nd down and 3. And there is your 2-minute warning. And here is a special look at Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, only in theaters on December the 22nd.